All right. I promised and I did not deliver. So, for all those who were disappointed, my apologies that you didn't have some of the best DIY automotive entertainment tool haul video over the holidays. But I had a lot of stuff stored on my phone, actually through YouTube, stuff that I downloaded. And I was able to free up like 70 gigabytes of memory. So without further ado, blabbering, I've went over all this stuff already. Like I said, I have this OTC axle pinion holder thing. Watch the two previous video, you'll see that. Not sure how readily these are available, but you know, I found one, I jumped on it. When I see a good deal, I take it. I talked about the most important tool that I have in my arsenal of like automotive and just household stuff, and it's just a mains to shut off the water pipe. Yeah, you can use the pliers, but when you maybe you don't want to put your hands down in that hole because of creepy crawlies. So then I got two short under hoist stands by Sonix, and that's because I have, well, probably about 11 foot of garage space with my lift right there. Talked about my my breaker bar from Tecton, my my suspension tools from one of them from Laser Tools, and the next I think it's SP, and then my engine support frame. Go back and look at those videos. I'm not gonna pull those out just to show it. Delta 8-inch grinding wheel, I guess you want to call it. Two of my quads here. One is broken, at least suspension wise. Don't drink and drive even when you're doing this. My DeWalt 8-inch vise, which I mounted on this Milwaukee 40-inch table or rolling cart. I really like this thing. Last time I checked on Home Depot, which was like last week, it was out of stock. So in order to mount the vise, this has a stainless steel top. In order to mount the vise, I bought this butcher block, cut it down to size. You can see that's not a factory edge. And then I just remove, it doesn't have the handles on it, so I just use the mounting holes for the handle. Got these L brackets, which I'm gonna take off and spread in black and just mount it there just so, you know, it keeps. And then I did that on both sides. So, and for doing that, I got to reinstall it worked out perfectly because I got to reinstall the trim piece on there, which I got to notch out this hole right here to get it to fit. But these trim pieces right there, but that's on my to-do list. Snap-on adjustable tool tray. It's made in China. Picked this up Facebook Marketplace. First thing that I ever purchased on Facebook Marketplace ever. In fact, I got it scammed out of something. A Snap-on item that was really too good to be true, and Facebook closed the claim. And then I hit them up this morning or late last night, and Blake was a man and refunded me my money. So we'll see if it hits my account pretty soon. One of my first Craftsman. I remember buying this at Sears. The tool. I was gonna throw it away in favor of what you'll see next, but I kept it because I was like, I could always use it. And sure enough, I probably use it more than anything else. So, and these are just batteries from my kids' quads. The person I bought this from, they installed a Harbor Freight magnet on here, I guess for sockets or whatever. It works, it's fine. But I mainly got this because of the crank feature. You'll see I already have one more or two more, whatever it is. Starting off, well, this is the box that this is my second box. I hardly ever use it. But in here, let's see, we got a former funnel. I've used it a time or two, just when, you know, it's an awkward position. We got some deburring kit right here. Let's see if I should move this light closer. I'm using supplemental light. I got, you know, the one light in here. These two are motion, and then I got my what do you call it, Milwaukee here, only because it plugs in. I have a DeWalt, but let's see if we can get some light. Ooh, all right, that's gonna be good. You guys are gonna love this. All right, so 70 gigabytes of memory. I can make this happen. Probably gonna do it in different parts series, so bear with me. I'm trying to get it done all tonight. Deburring set, never used it, but if you gotta deburr something, metal, aluminum, plastic, that will come in handy. I mean, I got a whole host of pliers and panel poppers. This is a no brand, no name. I mean, here's one. Just pretty sure this is gear wrench, even though it's not on there, but the color of the handle seems to say otherwise. Trying to go in depth, but not too crazy. These, I forgot what this one, UTR. Like if you got a thread that's boogered up, you can use these things to fix it. I got a whole setup of that. Automatic. Everyone talks about cut-in zip ties flush, which I get. These are a zip tie gun that cuts it. I'm not sure if it cuts it flush, but this is a RV Rhodes. I actually haven't used it. I bought it, and I mean, I figure if you're cutting zip ties like crazy, then maybe something like that will come in handy. But for the occasional zip ties, just grab a pair of cutters and cut it. You know, plastic, you know, whatever, scrapers. I feel like the last time I tried to make this video, my oldest was in there crying, and he's again crying because they tend to play too hard. Scrape wheel by Astro, that's the part number. I've used it to clean up different part of brakes and stuff. The slim profile there comes in handy. And then, I mean, you should be able to get this wheel and just screw it back on there after it mushrooms out. Dominator pick. More, you know, hand palm bits. This wild tool, I just had to remove like, what do you call it? Those cotter pins. This is a adjustable air die grinder protector. It's like you can miter it, I guess. Is that the word? If you just adjust that wheel. Mayhew punch holder. There we go. More picks. This is a Sonix. Wear eye protection. I'm pretty sure this is a Sonix. Cotter pin remover, whatever. More trim tools. I got a whole trim tool. I want to say it's by Easy Red, like a 23-piece kit, but this was my first set. This Astro Wobble. Actually, is it? It's Vim, sorry. Vim PWR1. It's like a reversible. Come on, there you go, reversible. Quarter drive wobble with a swivel, I guess, a bend. You can bend it. Ratchet in, palm ratchet. I don't know. Never use it, but it's cool if I ever need to. Tight space. Little brush for cleaning EGRs. I've actually not done that yet, but that's why I got that. Probably need to put it with the rest of those tools. As you can see, this is going to be a long video as I'm trying to go in depth. Window regulators, I probably want to take them out of here so I don't mess up these suction cups, but that's part one. Here's part two to it. At least that's what the professionals say they use them for. I just bought it because they say they use it for that stuff, so when I become a professional, I'll have the right tool. I guess this is a good brand of tools. Let's see if I can do it. I was going to try to slide it off without cutting myself, but this was made in Sweden. Oops. You gotta trust me. Sweden, maybe. Anyway, I'm not gonna try to slide this cover off one-handed with a blade on there that has never been used. Kind of pistol grip Wera driver. It doesn't rotate or anything, so it's just switchable. These are the aviation lock-in pliers that it's an SK, yeah. SK part number 7706. Pretty small. I have a roll of them with locking wire, but I just use it for random stuff, and I never actually used that. Same brand of knife here. Let's see if I can remove it. Come on, there we go. As you can see, this is more for if you want to slice and dice some, maybe some shrouding, or I don't know what's the proper term is. I actually got a set of keys for this box because I bought it brand new, unlike the next one. But yeah, that's just 10 minutes in, and that's just one small drawer. I'm not sure if I'll go in depth with all of them, but I'm doing this so I can see what I have and hopefully not buy it twice, but also remind myself when I need it. You know, hey, I got a long set of USA things to clean up boogers and stuff on threads. Thread files. It's a 3-piece set made in the USA. But then you can buy this these. I remember buying this 3-piece set as is, and then I found a complete set. So that's why you'll see eventually that I have a surplus of them. Surplus as in more than one. All right, closes. 11 minutes in and one drawer down. All right, well, here goes a start. This is actually a miniature torque wrench from Wheeler for like think small items that need some torquing. Wheeler Engineering, and then you have some bits right there. Yay, that lives in there. You know those if you're spraying using those spray cans for a long time, this supposedly is the means to go. So this trigger, and that thing comes down, depresses the thing. And apparently you can just squeeze this to open it for it to close on it. I've never used it. It's much like that that cutter thing in there. SK USA made little trim tool with a little thing on the back. I forgot what they call it. But that was part of this set. It's a 3-piece set. I still have the case. This is a trim tool. Removal of plastic fasteners only, patent 6646, and it's indexing. That's probably the best part. There we go. So it's indexing. See if we can get it to lock. There we go. So it's an indexing trim tool. So that's pretty cool. It's a 3-piece set. Maybe we'll run into the next ones. This is for removing, not removing, but it's an SP tool, 13,000 for staking. What do you call that thing? Your hub. So this is the one where you can stake it so it doesn't back off. It's not your hub, but your whatever that bolt is when you remove your wheel. And this is the one for like removing it, prying up on, if it's already staked, you can use this and pry up on it. I'm not sure why it necessarily has an air hammer attachment, if you've noticed, because those things shouldn't be that crazy to remove, but they're definitely air hammer. Let's see. In here, we got some Lang scrapers. That looks like a 855 100p. So it's like some weird angles. Yeah, if you want to get back at something, kind of spoon shape. PB Swiss number 7. I heard this is used in the film industry. Some gear wrench, more scrapers and stuff. This set, I want to say this is a 3-piece set of no-name screwdrivers, which I tend to use more than anything else. This is number 3, and it has this like a 3/8, I don't know, maybe a 12-inch or 12 millimeter, 10 millimeter socket that you can put on there, or head, I guess. More gear wrench stuff. Beneath all this gear wrench, you'll see that I have the long Mueller-Kepps trim tool. Clearly this has never been used, that's why it's buried in here. But these are nice to have when you need them. I do like the color. These random, I don't know what sure you call them. I have a rubber band on the end just to keep them from flaring open. But I have a Mantis version. As you can see, I have a straight one and I have a 45-degree one. Got some long Sonex picks. Pretty sure this is Sonex. You got that one. And then you got this one. Yeah. This video is about to be long, but I'll break it up in several parts. And then in here I got some Vessel screwdrivers. These are all flat, all different sizes and shapes. Like I said, this is good for me because I totally forget that I have some of these. This is a Mueller-Kepps, so this goes from quarter to 3/8, and then 3/8 to half. And how that works is all it does is the thing just slides. I can't really get it with one hand, but you just push it and it comes out 3/8 on this side. You push it back and it goes, it goes 1/2 inch on this side and 3/8. The centerpiece just slides. It's just a sleeve. And it's the same thing for this small one. It's just a dual driver, I guess. But yeah, comes in a nice little case. The thing I like about Mueller-Kepps is this fiberglass looking, it's not fiberglass. And you can see it's coming off. This is all cosmetic, man. People paying crazy money for these stuff. I get it. You're gonna like what you like, and you're gonna pay money for what you like, but that's the thing, you're gonna pay money for what you like. Because it's all cosmetic. Never really use this thing, and as you can see, it's peeling off on its own. Maybe because I stuff it down in there, that's probably why. Got this mini Vim little ratcheting dealio thing. Never used it. I got the next one somewhere. Wera bit set. Yep. Then this drawer is gonna be fun to close. I got some Vessel impactor screwdriver. That's like a number 2. And then I got more of them around here. This is the same one. Yep. I got some, what's this? Yeah, just some brass scraping tool. So that works out. Never used it. A lot of this, like I said, a lot of this stuff I never used. I went crazy when I was buying tools, but eventually, that's the thing. If you're a DIYer, you're just working on a couple things here and there, you don't need a lot of tools. I'll be honest with you. You'll see that I have a lot of tools. You do not need half these things. Like, when you have half these things, you actually work slower because, for one, you might not be using the most efficient means to getting a job done. And you keep searching for tools because tools are buried on top of tools, like this Wera driver. You know, I could have used this, start putting this. But hey, if you have it organized, that's where you make your money. This, I know I have it sometimes. This is that number 3, you know, Striken Wera. So this is a 3-piece set. Like I said, there we go. What else is there? This is, who's this? No Name brake spring tool, brake spring. I mean, look at this little Vessel. Nice. Tecton. I actually have $147 in Tecton rewards I need to spend. And I'm glad I didn't pick these up because I already have them. So I need to figure out what I want to spend that on. It doesn't expire. Here's that small one with that head on it. I believe I have 3, but I don't know where the next one is. Oh yeah, 1/4 inch you got to press this button, and then you can slide across the handle. And it's a wobble quarter drive. It's let's see if I can get a part number. There we go. And it's an SP21328. SP213, yeah. So that's cool. I wish I could get the 3/8 version, and I might look for it. I think they had a 3/8 version and it was sold out at the time I purchased that one. So I might go back looking for it. I like tools. I didn't grow up with tools. But I didn't grow up with a car in my household. So somehow I got the bug for stuff like this. And I've watched a lot of YouTube videos, and you know, at one point watching YouTube videos, I would see a product and I'd be like, man, I don't have that. That looks cool. And I'll just purchase it. These Motive X spring-loaded wobble extension things. And they're spring-loaded. 1/2 inch, I mean, it's pretty big. Good luck using a 1/2 inch bolt and that surviving. I don't think so. PT trim tools, really cheap set. Never used it. These are, let's try to pop these. These are carbide burr set. I got 2 of them from Astro, part number 2181. And because I think I had a little thing in there, and I removed it and just wrote ferrous metal only. They have some long ones. I need to pick it up, but I got 2 sets of these short ones. There's that secondary Vim tool I was talking about. So you got that one, and then you got this one. That's a 1/4, and this is, well, I don't know. Let me, the part number on this one is DD3, and then that one is DD2. Does anyone know if they have a DD1? Maybe I'll look it up. One of these days, if they do have it, it will be in my inventory. I like complete sets of everything, even if I don't have a need for it immediately. And that's the thing. I don't have a need for a lot of tools immediately, but I have, if I see the purpose and I see that I will potentially, there's a potential that I could use it in the future, that's enough grounds for me to get it. And since I'm going through this struggle, I'm gonna let you guys enjoy the experience of me figuring out how to get this stuff back in order. Sometimes you just gotta shake it around. Ooh, there you go. All right, 23 minutes in, and we only did 2 small drawers. All right, so I will say the things I come in this box the most for is just my unorganized set of Tecton wrenches. I don't know. I just like coming in here, searching for a wrench, and finding it. Sometimes I just grab multiple, like three wrenches, because I don't know what size I'm grabbing. But in the back, we'll start off back here. Looks like I got some lady slippers right there. I see Taiwan on them. I want to say they are a Sunex brand. Yep, I can see the Sunex symbology right there. But yeah, lady slippers. Lineup bars. I've never had to use them, but I have them. I got some, these are Sunex trim tools. So everyone prefers the flat trim tool, so you don't like punch a hole in a hose or something. You know, these like, well, these Tecton Lobe hex Allen head drivers. I love the fact that they had the size on the back here. It's a USA made, and they have a part number for each of them. But I like these. I get used out of these. Some Dominator angled scrapers and stuff. I mean, that's the thing about Mechanic World. They can bend this in every which angle from a full 90, every angle within a 90 degrees, and someone will buy every angle and every half angle within that 90-degree bend. And they can shape it and form it in every which direction and sell it to you. And then they could put a 5-inch spade bit on there, all the way down to, I don't know, a 1-inch spade bit, and it will be grounds for us to all buy it. So that's why this tool purchase thing will never end. And then not only will that person make it, $1 million person will make it in different colors, and then it's a vicious cycle. Here is my WOW cotter pin puller. I want to say this is the, yeah. See, I didn't even realize. This is like the baby brother of the big brother right here. So we'll keep it. For some reason, I didn't even know I had a big one. I knew I had a small one. Let's see. Sonex, more trim tool. I don't pull that much trim in my life, but okay. Steel Vision, like small angled offset, like 12 millimeter. Pile them down here. That's one thing. I want to get to the point where I can organize my stuff, lay them out, and that's going to require me to invest in probably another toolbox. We got some Vim hose clamp. Can't have too many of those when you need them. This is a gear wrench long screwdriver, cabinet screwdriver as they call them. I got a Vim V6121 USA made long trim tool. There you go. Like I said, this video is reminding me of all the stuff I have. Let's see. This is a set of ratchets. This is a, open this bad boy up. I want to say it's a Steelman. Yeah, it's a Steelman. I remember buying this because it was a complete set, and Steelman Pro, 24 millimeter, 6-point. I remember buying this set because it was cheap, and I haven't used it yet, but yeah, I look forward to the day I get to try it out. It shouldn't be anything too crazy. I got some S-wrench. I mean, I threw away the case. It's a Sonex. I threw away the case a while back. Kind of wish I had kept them, but I didn't have space for that. No, I certainly don't have space for it now. Let's see. This is all the same wrenches. Let's see what's in this, because I don't know. Oh, look at this. We got a, what is this? Easy Red, the quarter bit driver, quarter bit. Yeah, we'll put that out there, you know, so it can be seen. Well, I just put it in the back. Chances are I won't see it. But the fact that oh, look at this. Man, I have not even seen this tool since I purchased it. It's a SK and a wrench roll, like a flare wrench, and they're thick, they're beefy. So I imagine they'll hold pretty tight. That might be the part number right there. A-roll 376. Let's see if I can do this. I gotta do some MacGyver stuff here. So yeah, that's in there. I can tell this drawer is going to be easy to close. Anyway, this Easy Red set of duckbill pliers. The foam is coming off. I got to put it back together, but they are spring tensioned. I like it, and sometimes I don't like spring tension. That means I got to put a rubber band on it to prevent it from flaring open and taking up space. Saigen tools by Sealy, European brand. These are the angled wrenches, and if I could figure out how to pop this thing, there we go. I bought this, I want to say through eBay, but let's grab one. Like I've never actually used one of these. This is Saigen. I'm not sure where this ranks in terms of tools in a European brand, but this is a chrome vanadium number 32. But like the real folks who are mechanics oftentimes say, you know, if you don't really use it often, then, you know, why buy the most expensive one? And then the rule that I never get to follow is if you got to borrow it twice or 3 times, that means you got to buy it. My rule, if I see it once, then I feel like I got to buy it. Like, check this out. This is a Pittsburgh. I don't have too many Pittsburgh hand tool, but some of them are handy. And this one is pretty cool. Got a 3/8 and a 1/4 drive. Reversible lock-in, a bit driver. Kind of like this Easy Red back here. That's nice. As I'm going, I'm trying to level out these tools. So that would have been buried in there. More picks and or trim tools. Like I said, these are where I come to dig for wrenches. Like if I needed an 8mm right now, I would come dig through this versus go into one of my standard cases where I already know where it's at. So I already showed you S wrenches, but when I was rummaging around, I actually saw, yeah, your half moon wrenches. And these are a gear wrench, by the way. So I have a set of S wrenches and I have a set of half moon wrenches. Probably all in metric. All right, so over here, not many people are gonna have these or have seen these. These are Easy Red butterfly socket set. And they're kind of like your Vim ones nowadays. I forgot what Vim calls it, but I'm pretty sure Vim probably got an idea because this has been discontinued. So you can get it around whatever fastener you want, open it up and put your 3/8 drive or 1/2 inch maybe. Looks like 1/2 inch 3/8, I'm not sure at this point. 1/2 inch square drive. That's what it says on there. There we go. Trying to kill this shit. ERBSS2. And that's what it, yeah, the glare is starting to kill me over here. Killing me, Smalls. They do have a SS2, SS1, 2, and 3. I've been trying to find them all. And when I do, I'll be jumping on the purchase because I like unique tools. Even if it's discontinued and there's no chance that if it breaks, I'll get a new one. But I like unique tools because when it comes in handy, you're the only one that has it. Stubby gear wrench, flexible, non-reversible. You got to flip it. Stubby ratchets. Never used a set. I don't think I've ever had a need to use stubby, but there's a reason why they make them, so they can take your money. Mueller Keps line wrenches. This is a small set. Takamo HD sells a large set. I want to get a large set. Mueller Keps are really hard to come by in the US. I don't know. They're at the SEMA shows based on me watching YouTube. I've never been to SEMA in Vegas, but wherever it's at. But I think they need to do a better job of getting their tools out there as far as like, where do you purchase it? If you're going to showcase it, people are going to want it. But if they can't find it to buy it, then, you know, what good does it make? Laser tool, again, these are called, gosh, I don't remember what these are called, but yeah. You might find these Tool Truck branded, or you could just get a cheap set from Laser Tool that try the same quality, part number 7286, and has this really thick foam. How much ratchet and wrenches does this take up in terms of space? There we go. Torque adapter set, 3/8 drive. But I mean, that's not even the size of the things. So if you have the space, sure, it looks great, keeps it organized, but I mean, they are just as thick as this, and I mean, it's like half the size. Anyway, I digress. I know you guys are loving this video. If it cuts out, I apologize, but that's gonna be what it is. Like I said, I started with a bit of memory, and I'm hoping that we can get through. All right, who's the culprit? This guy is the offending culprit. And next thing you know, we have the long trim tools. Gosh. So. Let's see. Whoa, right here. That works. The worst thing is when you force your drawer closed and then a tool pops up inside and then it catches on the inside and you can't open it. Anyway. All right, 35 minutes in. We're gonna keep going because you guys are loving this. The most in-depth, the most unused set of tools on YouTube from a DIYer. I've been meaning to remake this video. I got so much flack for making a video, maybe on this one, and didn't know that this thing can flip backwards. It's crazy how people talk so much smack on YouTube or over the internet. And in my defense, I don't even use tools for a living. So I buy tools because I like tools and I use it for my own purpose. And sometimes you have so much tools, you don't even know the full capability of all the tools. But you know, these internet pros and tool pros, they'll claim they know everything about the tool they use. Well, hopefully you do when you use it every day, day in, day out. Anyway, I digress. But that was probably the most hated video I have on YouTube talking about these. And it's fun. Yeah, it's funny. Let's see. Try to go over here. So in the back here, I got this AST like soldering clamp. You just stick your soldering wire in there and you just get to clamp it. It's magnetic, so I can set it there, or I can use that clamp. I think that clamp goes somewhere. That's part of it though, AST. This probably needs to go in my quote unquote electrical drawer. So that's Lang magnetic test lead, Lang. If you see something K-Star, it's probably the same as Lang. This one is made in China. It's magnetic. One of them is not magnetic, but this one is. So there you go. I remember asking the question about that on Amazon, and someone was like, why are you asking about Lang versus K-Star? Because I'm buying what I want, man. Automatic vice grips. Again, this is I'm not sure who makes it. I don't know who makes it, but automatic vice grip, never used it. I'm not gonna try to mess this drawer up too much. I can see it's gonna be a pain to put back. A long gear wrench that has the thing on it still. One of my early on macro tools, again, soldering, put your wires in here, and then, well, I don't think this is connected, but you spin this wheel and you're gonna feed the solder up through that little hole. And then, you know, the spool is down in here, so this actually twists off. It just screws on there. I just can't do it one-handed. So this just screws into here. I'm not sure how you get replacement solder wire, or if you just roll up your own. These are like wired, you know, guiding tools or whatever. Wrap a piece of wire around it and pull it, I guess. You got different sizes. Those can bend, so you just want to leave them flat. Yeah, these are just gear wrench picks and stuff. Here's another. It's like 3 pieces. Baco, part number 9573 half-inch, or 12-inch, sorry. The thing I like about this one, adjustable, you adjust it from the bottom. So let me see if I can, you adjust the head from the bottom. So if you're in a tight space, normally it's right here with a wheel, but this one, I mean, there you go. There's the adjustment for this one, and this one is at the bottom. It's pretty unique. And maybe because you can flip it around, I'm not sure. I'll let the YouTubers tell you more about it. Furthermore, in the back here, this is probably a walking through Home Depot one year, picking up these little Husky. This is a SAE nut driver set. And then this is a metric version. I probably should just throw this in my little baggie, so I can, because sometimes, especially working around the house, you might do automotive stuff, but sometimes working around the house, this is all you need. So in fact, I'm gonna take these out of here. I'm gonna get some use out of them. I mean, kids' toys or just random stuff that you gotta do. You don't need to break out a whole set. That's all you need, man. And as you can see, I didn't really talk about it. This is an Allen SAE This is the metric, Allen, the two nut drivers, and then this is a torque, sorry. So this is all you need. So this is like I said, you got a little at-home kit. You're working on the kids' toys. You're working on putting together an IKEA furniture, which I've never been to IKEA in my life. That stuff is all you need. And then it frees up so much space in my box here for arts and craft. Check this out. This is a Top Tools thin exact wrench. The times I've had to use this is when I'm trying to get to a caster and I just need to get there. I don't know. You just gotta find a place for it, but it has a place. But this very thin profile, kind of half cut, really handy. I like it. I believe I have another one in there. Like I said, Bahco. Everyone says Bahco is a Snap-on variant in Europe, 10-inch. Man, these actually feel so good. And the finish is kind of industrial, but not like matte black. Yeah, nice. I love those. Trim insertion tool. This one is a OTC. Yep, there we go. 44625. You can line up the thing. Let's see. You can line it up. Anyway. Here we go. You pretty much line it up. There we go. And you can feed it through, and then you can rotate it, and it rotates around the sleeve. And then you can, yeah, anyway. You get what I'm saying? Boom. Not sure when I would use this, but yeah. You know, let me know. I'd like to know. Genius. Not a lot of people know about Genius, but these are extensions. I got 2 sets of these. This is a very large case. That's the case is as tall as the drawer is. This is just case. There's nothing beneath it. Put this back here. Speed handles. No one uses speed handles. I want to say these are SK. I know it's they're SK. They're a quarter drive and 3/8. I actually want to speed handle it with the thing right here, the bulb. That to me is speed. But they do have their place. A lot of people will knock tools and be like, oh, you don't never need it. You'll never need a nut driver. Well, that's because your job is a YouTuber. I don't know. I'm not trying to disrespect anyone, but a lot of people oftentimes talk about, oh, you don't need a certain tool because you don't need a stubby ratchet because it doesn't make sense. That's because you've never used it, man. Anyway, I'm not going in on anyone. But if you've ever made those comments, it's probably directed at you. All right, let's get after it. US Pro 4129 stubby ratchets. I mean, when would anyone ever need a half-inch drive stubby where the head is as bulky as the entire unit? I don't know, but when I do, I like to have it with lock-in. You know, when you break a bolt with a big breaker bar and you only break it, but you don't have enough room to get that leverage back and forth. After you break it, then you just sneak your hand down in there and you use your half-inch stubby and you ratchet it. I don't know. It's not rocket science, folks. Yep. Let's see. More clamp off tools. These are OEM tools. So if you like green, lime green OEM tools will hook you up. Man, 44 minutes in, we're gonna finish this box and we're gonna continue on. We're gonna continue on with that one. Probably another hour. Whew, that's about 4 hours. And then I'll show the rest of the stuff, what's in the closet. Tomorrow's a big day, a very, very big day. So I'm trying to get through as much of this as possible. You can see I didn't even remove the plug from there. Tomorrow's a big, big day for me, for the family. So trying to get through as much of this. This is a 6-inch adjustable. Apologize if I'm moving a lot. Oh, here's the bigger. So this is a 200 millimeter thin wrench. The next one was next one was, oh, well, are they the same? What do you believe? I have two of the same, thinking they were different. But I'm pretty sure I have a different one. Yeah, I do. So I got three. Not sure why I got two of those. But this is a 150. And again, the thin profile. When you're trying to get to that like thin, I guess with your, this could work for like those brake pins, slide pins. You need to hold something. But if you need a thin profile, especially at an angle, man, these top thin wrenches will get you there across the bridge. But actually, I'm glad I'm going through this because there's a lot of tools that I'm not remembering that I have. What's this? Hansen metric fractional bolt extractor. I mean, I even got a little anti-rusting thing in there. Let's look at 11/16. Ooh, look at that. It's 3/8 drive. This is a metric fractional combination bolt extractor set. So just an extractor set, really. You got a damaged fastener, hammered out on there somehow, and hopefully this bad boy fits right there. Yay. I was waiting the entire time to put that there to see if it fits, but this needs to go in my electrical drawer. I just don't want to starting to organize stuff, especially when I might not put it where it needs to be tonight. These, I don't even know what these are. This says 13/16 3/4. I guess it's like a, honestly, I'll be honest, I don't remember what these are. Someone is gonna tell me. I honestly don't remember what they are, but I see what I could use them for. Fuel pump, relay bypass. Again, I've never used them, but I hear the pros talk about them. So instead of blowing the same fuse over and over, to test something, you have like an on and off. Hold up, I'm trying to put the thing back on it here. Yeah, so you see they have it on and off. Works on your foreign domestic, energizes fuel pump, whatever. Ooh, and look at this bad boy. This just reminds me of a Snap-on tool set that I bought, but this is a what? What is this? This looks so clean. Oh boy. I want to say this is one of the very first Icon tools I've ever bought, and I actually never used it. It actually has the grease on it still. 3/8 drive. With your wobble hex, hex, I guess. Again, I apologize if I say stuff incorrectly. I have good intentions of saying the right thing. I just sometimes talk too fast and or don't know what I'm talking about. So, adjustable wrenches. Again, why would you need an adjustable wrenches that opens up to 50 millimeter? 50 millimeter from Ares. There's 50 right there. You never know if you're ever gonna, you just never know, man. What is this? Again, like I said, this is reminding me of all the stuff I have that I never used. Ooh, look at this bad boy. I bet these are magnetic. Ooh, yeah, look at these stubby bad boys. Quarter drive, magnetic. In fact, it will magnetize inside of there to hold it in and keep your nut from falling off the socket. Wow. See, stuff like this I need some trays and stuff for. Because I mean, I need trays to get them out, organize my stuff, but I also need, this is actually helping me, reminding me of stuff I have. Oh, look at this. I probably have two of these, number 6. Yeah, right there. Two of that. All right. Let's do it. Ooh, this is, oh, check this out. This is Baco. This is their half cut ones. This is a Bahco 9031 RT. Ooh, I wish they had this Bahco RT ones in the bigger set, because this is the same as this top one. But let's see, the Bahco one obviously feels way better. Well, this one has a thinner handle. The Bahco is slightly thicker because it has the rubber overmole. But yeah, this stuff is nice, man. Quality tools, quality prices. Tools cost money. Don't let anyone ever sit here on YouTube and tell you otherwise. Tools cost money. In these 3 drawers alone, I guarantee you, I don't know. Everything was bought brand new. Nothing was handed to me. I don't know how much I paid. Genius impact extension. These are the chrome moly looking ones, and these are the impact extensions. As you can see, I've used it to work on some kind of drywall, to drive bolts and drywall. These are the Wera wrenches. Let's see if I can open this up. The Joker, I believe. That's what's they're called. The Joker wrenches. They came out with a new set that's designed to hold on to the fastener. So yeah, they have a little lip in there that you can see right there, forming a V, and it's meant to prevent the fastener from falling out. Non-reversible. Oh, you know what? The new ones are reversible. It has a reversible switch. So, but I do like this little color coding thing they do on there. It's, I don't know. It is what it is. All right. Bear with me again as I try to put this back together. I've actually never used this, and I went out and I bought the new set. That's how I know it's reversible. I know if I fold this awkward, it's just gonna form awkward over time. All right, we're getting there. 52 minutes and almost an hour, but this is detail. This is what you guys want to see. Excitement, controversy, tools getting thrown around, not abused, it's getting tossed. This is the short trim set that was seen. See the green one back here that I talked about? This is the short version. Again, Mueller caps. Some of these stuff, like I said, they're readily available, but some things that are more specialized, maybe because it's more specialized, it's hard to come by. Ooh, we got something beneath it. All right, let's see. Oh, we got some fuse socket connectors. Probably need to see one in my electrical drawer. So leave those over there for now. This is a Sonix extension set. I got a 1,000,001 extension, but these are the wobble. Here's that 1/2-inch drive speeder, and again, this is SK. So I got all 3 pieces. More knives. Let's see if this is any different. Ooh, this is not actually a knife. This is just a scraping tool. But there you go. That's the brand. Made in Sweden. Carbon. So it says carbon right there. So, and then you got a clip for your handle, for your, I guess, waist, your loop. All right. Call me out on not holding the camera properly. I got this Sonix set. Everyone has this. I want to open it, never use it, but those will come in handy. Much like those Motive wobble, this is Capri's, but except it's not spring-loaded, but it has a lock-in. But it's 3-piece. You gotta organize so everyone can see it. These are some more larger hose. As you can see, I got big, small, straight, 90 degrees. You just never know what you're gonna come across. This is a Wera wrench extender, and then it has this push pin, and that is meant to connect up to this guy. So this push pin, you actually use this pin to push down in here, and it releases this push pin that attaches to the back, and then you can slide this into the back. Now you have a long 1/2-inch drive, hammer shark looking reversible 1/2-inch drive. One is like has this little rubber overmold on it, and then this one is just straight up as is, but seems like very specialized, but could come in handy if you don't want to buy a hammer and a 1/2-inch drive separately. Ooh, look, more Bahco 6-inch. In case you need 3, I got 3. This Vessel is a Vessel 900 number 2 400 mil screwdriver, but then it has a little speeder handle on it. So we'll leave that. In here we got a chain wrench. It's a Crescent. One is I don't know, one is smaller than the next. One is about a 24 mil, and the next one is about a 12 chain wrench. If I ever had to use a chain wrench, I'll be happy that I spent my money on set. Oh, and then this is a Sonex quarter drive lock-in extension set. Again, never used it, but it's there, and I have a lot of extensions, so I can't see myself necessarily digging for that stuff. All right. Let's just see if we can do a better job organizing this for it to stay in place, or close, sorry. I don't think I did too bad with this one. Now, I'm not showing you all these tools just to complain that I have too many tools. Because if you check your bank account, you probably still have the same amount of money in there. So no, that's not the purpose. But if you want ideas, then take a look. Don't complain. As me always say, like kind of hate a thing. And that's not because I'm trying to end the video, but that's just because I foresee this happening. Where did I have this? Was this down in here? Honestly, this is just gonna have to live. This is just gonna have to live maybe here, because I totally forgot where it was. Yeah, I just didn't want to leave it out, because the plan is to, after seeing all these tools, I really need to get this stuff out and organize them. I can do a way better job. We're just gonna keep going. We gotta finish this one in one video. It's gonna be over an hour long, but all right, ready, let's go. This is an Easy Red memory saver when you're disconnecting your battery. As you can see, it's still charged up, and you got an amp. I'm not sure if this is breaking off or what. I'll just leave it. Solder cleaner, that's literally what this is, to clean your solder. I need a soldering gun. There's a nice one, I forgot the brand. It's like a plug-in one. I got the Milwaukee, but I want a full-up soldering station. This is a Lang wheel stud thread restorer kit. All right, I believe I've made a video on this, but this is absolutely the worst packaging that I've ever seen. Look at this. Look at the size of the case. Look at how this stuff is packaged in here. Look at the size of the foam. Look at the depth of the box. Come on, manufacturers, you have to do better than that. I know you're working in concert with the toolbox makers, and you just want people to buy more space, but that's just ridiculous. So I'm definitely getting rid of, I kind of have a thing for blow molded cases, as in this, you know, if I ever had to resell them, I'd want to, you know, provide them to the next purchaser, but I don't know. I'm thinking I need to get rid of half this stuff. OEM 1/2-inch drive impact driver. Look at this beast. If you like green, if you like, I mean, this thing is no joke. Part number is right there. This is no joke. I mean, look at the size of these bits. And you had the smaller ones down here. Man, you guys are getting a toolbox feast. Who's that guy that does toolbox tours? He goes around. I remember when the guy started, he has like, 1,000 followers now. He's up to 14 last time I saw. Seems like a really cool guy. He's in Utah. He goes around doing toolbox tours. He should come check out this DIY that never uses his tools but has a lot. Easy Red 3-piece scraper kit. But yeah, he seems like a pretty cool dude, genuine dude. Something I love about what he does, and I don't know if he knows he does it, but he always gives the person with a toolbox the opportunity to express their self with their tools. And sometimes I can tell in his voice, like, wow, like he's never seen it before, and I know he has. But he always does that. Scrapers, man. I used this to clean up some gump that was on my rear mirror once. Just hold it at a, I don't know, whatever angle, less than 90 degrees, and it's not gonna like damage your thing. But this, you definitely want to keep something like this in a case, because these are sharp edges. You don't want to just leave these in your toolbox, because you will get sliced and diced. But this is nice. This is an Easy Red set. And then this looks like extra. Haven't used it in a while, but it's a 3-piece scraper set. Just got a YouTube notification. Someone messaged me, and I will get back to them. Or made a comment. I usually answer all my comments. If it's just to hit like, to acknowledge the fact that I saw it, received it. While we're at this is a sleeve protector in case you got to put your hands down in a hot engine. I might have used it once. It looks pretty fancy, huh? If you're gonna stick your hands down there, I don't know, protect yourself, I don't know. It's probably not gonna close like that, but we'll make do. Spring tools. I remember this guy talking about, people knocking off his product. I think he's in Spokane, Washington. Yeah, it does say Spokane right there. NE, Washington. This is a woodworking set. So you can see them doing chiseling out a door jamb, punch and stuff for small nails, center punch, nail set, nail starter. So you can start a nail, self-center and brass or brad setter. Yeah, so I think they're great tools. They're unique. But they need to make a better job doing these tabs. I believe this is 2 sets combined. I don't think this is sold as such. I think it's just 2 sets combined, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this is exhausting. Fluid lubricating pump. I actually use this to fill up my DEF in my Tacoma. Well, one like this is obviously new. So those bottles, I don't know, but I actually used this and it worked. I just didn't want to use any of my larger pumps just to fill up that one job, and then the pump is going to be greasy and grimy. Watch your eyes. That time of year, it's nice to have a beanie that has a light on it. You can probably remove the back, made in China. Charging power. Yeah, you can probably remove the back and change the battery. The beanie in itself is not very thick if you're looking for extra thickness on it. After that first drawer, I'm kind of hesitant about opening up all this stuff. This is just your all-in-one fluid stopper, SP Tools. SP Tools tends to make unique tools. I think they take the ideas from people. They take people's idea and probably, compensate them for their ideas. But I want to say this is, so as you can see, this is like, if you have a line, like a brake line, you just clamp it on it and then the bulb on the thing. I'm trying to open one, but I think they're all closed. Here we go. See, that's the thing. I can get rid of these boxes and free up so much space. So it looks like it gives you extra bulbs. That's what I'm calling that piece. Oh, it looks like 2 per. So you put those little bulbs in there. This one obviously doesn't have it. And then you can stop those line stoppers. But I can certainly get rid of these boxes. They take up a lot of space, especially having 4 of them. What is this? Ooh, wow. Funny thing, I was just talking about a long carbide double cut. And to the heck, I do have one. See, this is what I'm saying. When you put tools on top of tools, wow. I was just talking about that. Look at that. This is a long one. Wow. You know, it's funny because I've looked at this tool so many times on eBay and I'm like, man, I got to pick it up. Well, now I guess I got to pick up 2 because since I have too short. Get it? Too short? No, this wasn't a joke. But yeah, I mean, this thing was down in here. Who would have ever thought? This is a seal driver. I forgot for what, but this is a SB. Miller, actually. This is a Miller 6482. Maybe when I own a D11, a Cat D11, or one of those big doozers, this will come in handy. You know, sometimes you can't afford the doozer, but if you can afford a part, if you buy the part, that means you have to buy the dozer. I call it dozer, you know? Yeah, if I can't buy the dozer just now, if I start buying parts for that dozer, parts and things to fix that said dozer in the future, then I definitely gotta have it, because what's the sense in having the tool without the, you know, without the item? What is this? Plastic something. Huh, I'm kind of curious. Oh, this is like plastic rivets and stuff. I want to say this is like a rivet gun. Yeah, it's a rivet gun. I think it might have came with something else. There we go. All right, so this one is not going to go back in right now because Mueller Cabs refractor. Oof. I've never done a toolbox tour this detailed. I'm not sure if I have the energy to do everything I have. Yeah. In this detail tonight. Definitely not that big box. I'm definitely not going in that detail in that big box, but if folks don't complain about what I published tonight, I'm not certain I'm gonna get everything done. If you want this level of detail, I gotta have time. And like I said, tomorrow's a big day. Not gonna disclose what it is. Tomorrow's just a big day for the family. Gotta wake up early. So I might be able to get down with that box. And as you can see, I'm breathing heavy because I mean, I still got one more drawer right here. All right, let's talk. But you said you want a toolbox store, so I'll give you everything I have. Mini Torx screwdriver set. Not gonna open up, you can see it's see-through. Those are the size it has. Laverne, California. Ooh. And then miniature nut drivers from Vim. Man. This is a stethoscope. As you can see, that's what it looks like. It's in a box. I'm not gonna pull it out, but that's what it looks like. I don't feel like dealing with doing that. This right here is a thermostat tester, a test adapter. It's just, yeah. Apologize for the weird angle as I try to open this box. Actually, I forgot what this is for, but clearly This is a huge adapter. And I think that's why I kept the box, so I could look up the part number and see what it applies to. Ah, look at this. 48-piece Lang rethreading set. Is this the most controversial tool on YouTube? Rebranded manufacturing? I believe so. Everyone says Snap-on, Matco, Lang. I buy it because I get great service. I buy it because I can warranty it. I buy it because he comes every week. Well, yeah, this is probably the most, I don't know what to call it, but you oftentimes hear people say, oh, this was made by this person. I've never had to rethread anything, and hopefully it stays that way. But if I ever have to, I love to pull out my Lang 48-piece rethreading set and get the job done. So, yep. And all these tools in here are probably over 5 years old at this point. Yeah, 5 years old. Like I said, this is one of my start right earlier times of purchasing tools, and so a lot of this stuff has not, gone elsewhere. It got purchased and it stayed home where it initially originated. This is a HD. Maybe this light needs to come back a little bit and maybe pan up. I'm not sure. The glare is definitely not helping. There we go. Heavy duty fleet technicians electrical terminal maintenance kit. This might be easy to show. Actually, I'll just pull it closer and I'll just turn away from the light. I think I just picked up one of these in a Mac version. There we go. Let's see. Let's come over here. Doom. Here we go. Let's see if this is the same thing as this. This is a Mac trailer cleaner set. Those are all the pieces versus this is a IPA. So, I don't know. What do you say here? So on the right, we have the IPA, and on the left, we have the Mac tools. I mean, you can see the differences between the tools you have, but it's interesting actually. So while I'm getting this stuff put away, here's a very controversial opinion. I probably don't need this on here to remember what it is. Ooh, this time it's not a memory, it's a battery power remaining. So let's get after this. In today's day and age of e-commerce, where stuff is readily available, Amazon, overnight, 1 day, 2 day, prime delivery. How does a tool truck come to your place once a week get you by? I don't know. I'm just splitting hairs. I'm just asking. I'm not a professional mechanic, and I'm not hating on anyone. I'm just wondering how that logic passes. Actually, this socket extension by Steelman, it has a magnetic right here. So, say you're I guess 3/8 drive. You put it on your socket, and this has magnetic tips, so it will hold whatever. It will protrude and hold whatever is in there. And this is applicable all the way up to 1/2-inch drive. All right, look at this. never been used. 20-piece back probe kit, 5 colors, 3 configuration, 2 diameters. Ooh. Let's look at this. This is a Power Probe micro torch kit. I would say one common thing I hear about Snap-on that everyone hates is their little torch. But this is a soldering torch kit. All right. I mean, I feel like I have so much space in this box. Did I show everything? I'm not trying to rob anyone. I already got called out once. Ooh. This is a, I mean, just by the green and the thing, you can tell this is a Harbor Freight punch set. Everyone usually talks good about this. I'm not gonna undo it just because, well, it's balled up. Let me see if can I undo it? Yeah, without much effort. So this is a Harbor Freight punch set. Everyone generally talks good about this. I've only maybe heard one guy say, okay, it's not the bee's knees, but it works. So, all right, this thing is gonna go down there. And this thing is gonna go here, and it's gonna close when I'm ready for it. All right, and Vim, let's get after it. Vim. Ooh, nut drivers of all sizes. And these might be magnetic or metric nut setters. Nope, these are the magnetic ones. Comes in these little small cases. This is the SAE nut setters. I think I had a magnetic set. Oh, look at this. This is a Steelman 5-piece half-size flip socket set. That's when you know you buy tools that you really don't need, because I've never had a vehicle that does half-size. But sometimes I give a friend a hand, or you know, if a coworker asks about something, I'd be like, oh, hey, I know about it, and then they're surprised by what I know, aside from what I do professionally. Flank bite, damaged lug nut socket set. Now, this is another one of those early on controversial tools between certain YouTubers that talk about who's the first early makers of tools and who's not. But these, for instance, I have a Honda, and if I ever ruin one of those Honda lug nuts, I'm gonna hammer these on, and I guess I still want to protect the rim, so that's why I have this hard plastic sleeve, and I'm gonna 1/2-inch breaker bar, and I'm gonna put some torque on it, and I'm gonna get it off. Or if I see someone trying to get taken advantage of by a tow truck driver around the corner from me, I'll be like, hold on, dude, I got you. Save your $50 or your $100. And again, my comments here is not aimed at any one person. But if you take it personal, then I can't do anything about that. Ooh, look at these 1/2-inch drive. This is a 78 Astro flank bite. This is the SAE version. I'm pretty sure I have the metric version. I'm pretty sure I'm not sure if there's a metric version actually. All right, we're getting there. Look at this Power Probe lead set. Now, if you have the AES Wave, you might not need this. I do have the AES Wave, so I might not need this. Oop, there we go. Like I said, this is the most in-depth toolbox tour I've ever done, but it's actually good for me. People say it's good for insurance. Absolutely, it's good for insurance, because some of us probably don't have adequate insurance for the tools we have. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to turn the motion lights on. What is this? This is you can tell it's a miniature wrench. You can see it in there. I mean, I'm already here, might as well. Why not? Oh, I mean, this is a Vim set, but you can see the angle head on them. I don't know how much battery life I have left, but this is an hour 20 minutes in. You can see the little angler head on them. They're made in, not sure, but yeah. Little Vim roll-up set. I mean, if you gotta use, if you're down to using this, then man, whew. Assembling some kids' toys, you just never know. Which is cool too. You don't always have to work on a diesel. Christmas buys, if you know, watches, you know, jewelry or something, like Screwdriver has everything that you need in there. Husky. Here's another thing. Mueller kept a little pick thing. I probably overpurchased for this if I remember correctly. Ooh, Laser Tools short circuit maintenance kit. Yay. I heard these are good, so I keep them and throw them in my box. All right. I am racing against the battery here. Metric thread chaser die set. This is for a specific tool, actually. So these dies, I kept them, but these are for a specific tool. I'll show you right now what it's for. It's for this tool. Remind me, it's down in here. It's like an OCT. You can see it has some dye on it already. But for like chasing like large threads. But I just kept them there. If not, I'll lose them. All right, look at this. Look at this. All right. I think the last thing in here is this micro mini DSO digital storage oscilloscope DS213. Let's look at this real quick. Oof. Look at how this bad boy is small. Power button, where are you? Right here, maybe? Powering up. And this, my friend. Oh. Yeah, miniature oscilloscope. So, not enough time to play with this stuff. And I can probably get rid of the box. I haven't gotten rid of the box. Come on, I'm trying to put this thing back together. Because when I'm done, I'm gonna hit upload, and that's gonna be that. So everyone is suffering with me right now because I'm exhausted. Ooh, got it closed. I think I got everything in there. Wow. Ooh, this didn't make it back up top, so we'll put that down there, and we can I'll fit that in. I'm not gonna let you guys suffer through me trying to put this thing back together. And then I say that, but then I turn around and try to do it. Never mind. All right. Let's grab my Craftsman chair. Try and make the camera more stable. All right, here's the thing. I'll be honest. I can end the video right now, or I can like rummage through this and not, show you guys in depth. How about we just end the video here, because I don't know when this battery is gonna die, and I might be able to continue from here into the next one, because I want to show you guys in depth. And I mean, what's the benefit of showing you guys the cover without showing you the contents, right? What's the sense in showing you this flat box without knowing what's in there? So I think 1:25 is a long time. I can get this uploaded, and I can delete, and I can make the next one. Like I said, my battery's about to die. This was like an impromptu, like I owed to you guys. I said I would. People started asking for it. People started saying, what's the sense in uploading if you can't figure out your storage situation? I mean, in a more direct term. So I'm gonna come back to this drawer. I'm gonna put away that thing. And yeah, we'll come back to it. They got a lot more tools in here. Just give you guys a preview so you guys will come back and look at that. And then we'll go through this. We'll do the box, and we'll see where we get, but stay tuned. There's more of this to come, and I'm just going to try to keep it as detailed, as thorough as possible, show you guys what I have in everything. It's just, I don't know, my battery's about to die. Need to charge my phone. So part one, let's call this was supposed to be 2023, end of 2023, and I will say I did not have the videos made, so that's why when I started, realized I had memory issue with my phone. It just didn't work out. So how about we just call this 2024, part one, you know, Toolbox Store 2024 part one. As me always say, like on editing.